You ever watch a tear fall and realize you can't catch it? You ever see pain in someone's eyes and know you caused it? You ever lose someone solid cause you didn't appreciate them till they were gone? That's the thing about pain. It don't hit when it should. It don't hit when you do the damage. It hits when you realize you can't fix it. A tear ain't just water. It's a silent scream. It's everything they wanted to say, but knew you wouldn't listen. It's proof that something in them broke, and they can't put it back together. And once it drops, you can't rewind time. How many tears have you caused? See, we live in a world where people move reckless with emotions, where hurting somebody is a flex, where being cold is power. But let me ask you this. How many people lost sleep over the pain you caused? How many nights did someone sit alone, replaying your words, feeling like they weren't enough? How many times did someone cry over you, and you just shrugged it off because you thought they'd always be there? Now, let's flip it. How many people do you miss that ain't coming back? How many people you wish you treated better before they stopped trying? How many times did you think you had time just to wake up one day and realize you fucked up? Because that's what most people never understand. The real pain ain't in losing people. The real pain is realizing you were the reason they walked away. Every tear costs something. Are you willing to pay? People love to say, I don't care. People love to act like losing someone don't mean SHD. People love to flex like they heartless. But life got a funny way of humbling everybody. See, you might be good now. You might be sitting back, laughing, thinking you got away with the way you treated people. You might even believe that person who cried over you will never find better. But let me tell you something. The people you hurt today will heal. The people you took for granted will find someone who sees their worth. The people you laughed at for being too emotional will one day stop crying because they finally stopped giving a fuck. And when that happens, you're gonna wish you could take every tear back. You're gonna wish you could go back and unbreak what you shattered. But by then, it's too late. Why tears are more powerful than words. See, people will lie with their mouth, but they don't lie with their tears. A real tear don't fall unless something deep inside is breaking. A woman don't cry over a man unless she really loved him. A man don't cry over life unless he's drowning in pain he can't express. A real friend don't cry over a betrayal unless they truly believed you'd never switch up. That's why tears ain't weak. They're proof that someone still had hope. Until you killed it. And the scariest thing? Once you drain the love out of somebody, once you hurt them past their limit, once they run out of tears for you, that's when you officially lost them forever. The price of moving reckless with people's hearts most people don't learn until it's their turn to feel the pain. Most people don't realize what they lost until they see someone else treating them better. Most people don't wake up until karma puts them in the same position they once laughed at. And by the time they understand, it's too fucking late. Because let me tell you what happens next. That person you thought would always be there? One day they won't pick up the phone. That friend you took for granted? One day they won't give a fuck about your problems. That family member you pushed away? One day you'll wish you had one more conversation, but you won't get it. That's the reality check nobody talks about. That's the moment regret hits harder than any lesson life could teach you. How to move different before it's too late, before you say some shit you can't take back. Ask yourself, is this worth losing them forever? Before you hurt someone, ask yourself, could I survive if they did this to me? Before you act like you don't care, ask yourself, am I ready for the day they stop caring too? Because at the end of the day, it don't matter how tough you act. It don't matter how much money you got. It don't matter how much better you think you can do. The minute you break someone who only wanted to love you, the minute you betray someone who only wanted to see you win, you lose more than you will ever gain. Final message. Don't be the reason someone cries themselves to sleep. This world got enough pain. Enough fake love. Enough people pretending they're solid when they really just waiting for their chance to hurt you. Don't be one of them. Because one day, you're gonna look back and realize the most valuable thing you ever had wasn't money, wasn't status, wasn't clout. It was the people who truly fucked with you. And if you ain't careful, one day, you'll wish you could trade every dollar for one more chance to make things right. A tear is the most expensive liquid in the world. Because once it falls, you can't buy back what you lost. So think before you hurt somebody. Because when that last tear drops, the damage is already done.